Huge win for us, huge weekend home sweep. Couldn't be more proud of how our players responded, coming back from Pullman. And you guys know it's basketball. It's so much more about this play or that play or big three or big rebound, and it's more about just mentality. A couple weeks ago I said, this feels nothing like last year, and then, almost feels silly when the results don't show it. And I think now we're seeing that it's just a different group. And I told them, we're going to get each other to the NCAA tournament. It has to be that way. So I was really on them today to perform. They responded. We don't win if Nina doesn't just have a heroic performance for us. What can you say with all the pressure she handles and big shots? She had a big shot from the corner that put us up 1 when we were down 2. Just proud of our effort and more the resolve, and it's just part of what our goals are going forward. Also would like to really thank the crowd. It's 10:30 on a Sunday, and it feels like 7 o'clock at night on a Friday night. The crowd was loud. Cal does a great job of saying, okay, let's roll with it. It's a 10:30 game. Let's get people here. So I appreciate support staff and the crowd, and hoping the men win and we get a complete weekend sweep here in Haas.
Any questions?
I have a question about that. She didn't do that lineup, right? I wasn't here Friday, but I watched the game. I saw that Nicole started, and then you had her start today. What was the impetus for just changing it? It seems to be working.
Yeah, I think, we talked about, we were 3-7 kind of circling through the first half of conference, and we didn't think that was where we wanted to be. Some games were 1-point losses, and it's just, hey, get a rebound, and others maybe a little bit more of a trend. And so the idea is just to say whatever we need to do to win the next 8 or be successful in the next 8. Specifically to this weekend, both those two teams, UCLA and USC, pressure a ton. And she's, probably our best player off the dribble, getting to the paint, making stuff happen. So from that standpoint, right, it kind of puts Kayla off the ball a little bit, maybe let her free her up to score a little bit. I hadn't been getting as much production from her as I think we can. And more so just to kind of change stuff up, right? Thought we got great production from our 4s this weekend. Friday night it was Courtney. Today it was Nina. I think the more weapons that we have, CJ came in and played great minutes. We feel like we can go 8-9 deep and be effective, and I just have to figure out what the best combinations are. And so the ability to kind of put another ball handler on the floor and do some things defensively. But I thought we got good results, not just with Mike Cole's performance, but from other people in other spots, I think because of a change in tempo more than anything.
Amy had 17 points, 9 rebounds. What was different for you today? Was it just things you were seeing, the flow of the game, what got into you today?
Our team's energy has been pretty consistent, especially after Washington State. We kind of had a bit of a wake-up call. So, if one person's down, then you have to pick yourself right back up because you have 3-4 players just on you, picking yourself up. It's really helpful having our team back each other.
At the same time when you came in, you were aggressive, going to the basket right away and hitting right away. Was it a function of them doubling Christine and opens up things for you, and you knew that you had to also take the pressure off the team by scoring?
It's a combination of Christine has just so much pressure on her, but then TV is knocking 3s down, so they have to guard her out, and it just opens the court right up when you have both the presence inside and out.
How nice is it to have, I think you got 3 more home games after this. So, just how nice is that to have, and also how much of an emphasis is there on making sure you set your home court? This is a huge stretch for you, it seems like.
Huge. Again, coming back from Pullman, I don't care if we were playing on the moon. We were going to get a win. We had to get a win. That was the urgency. But to also have it be at home, I think we can feed off that. We have great fans. But I think it was more like gut check time. We don't want to wait any later in the season to do what we know we're capable of and to be at our best. And the schedule, plays out favorably in terms of being at home. That said, every team in this conference is good. We were at home, but we're looking at UCLA and USC, 2 really talented teams. And moving forward, right, we have a team coming in on next Friday night that beat us, on the road. So there's no easy games, but of course, who wouldn't love being at Haas? This is the best home court in the league. Our fans are terrific, and we'll try to use that to our advantage. But really, it comes down to our work ethic and being able to make plays.
Any other questions?
Aisha, can you talk a little bit about, it seemed like the last 2 games you guys are able to now push the ball and get your going in the fast break more than since the beginning of the season, really. How has that come about in terms of the change that's happened?
Transition, we need to always do that. I don't know why we waited till these last 2 games, we need to always do it. That's like our bread and butter. Um, but yeah, that's how we get going. Our transition, look it up. If it's not there, bring it out and set a play.
Anything else?
Any thoughts on Utah and Colorado in particular, just what you learned from them having played them once earlier in the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the focus would be on Utah first. I don't think we had a lot of energy up there. I don't think we pushed the ball well. Potter's one of the better, post players in the league. We have to be able to do a job on her and also, contain their guards. But more so, I think it'll be about, getting us to be able to play with this energy level that Nina's talked about and the urgency and pace, continually, and then just see whoever's in our way. And then obviously, I won't think about Colorado till a little bit later in the week, but they have a great guard with Kennedy Leonard, and we were down after the first half and had to play really well in the second half. So literally, this conference is so good that can't take anything for granted, and we just have to be ready to go next weekend.